Faded like the tides in and left before your eyes. I couldn't count the hours you keep. Hours into days, all the points had passed away until it's only once a week. You know I could have done more. You know I could have tried hard. I know I could have been here. I know I could have broke hearts. Make the plans I wish to keep in the hours before you sleep. If I'd have said goodnight once more, wishing for the time if I'd have kept one open eye onto the glowing bedroom floor. You know I could have done.
I've come away on my jolly holidays, Bimblers. We've come to Cark, or Flookburgh, or Lower Holker. There's lots of places right close together, but they're all in Cumbria, so that makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? I've come away with Mrs. Bimble, at least until Tuesday. She's got to go back to work. And my executive producer, Molly Gallimore, she's here all week. She's going to try and set the record for the most amount of ice creams and sausages at in 1 week. Also here with me are my mum and dad. My dad's doing all the driving. My brother-in-law's here for a couple of days. My sister's here, Emma. And my little niece Phoebe's here, offering us lots of entertainment, along with my executive producer Molly. And we're all on our jolly holidays in Cumbria. Actually, I didn't know until I started doing my research for coming on holiday and filming these videos for you. Expect to go to some churches, by the way. I didn't know that Cumbria wasn't a thing until 1974. It's a little bit like Merseyside. Originally, this would have been Lancashire, a part of Lancashire known as Lancashire North of the Sands. That's the bit above the River Kent on Morecambe Bay. They mixed together Cumberland and Lancashire North of the Sands and Westmoreland. I can't hear the name Westmoreland without thinking of Wes Borland, the guitarist from Limp Bizkit. I'm always thinking about that. But if any of my Lancastrian bimblers are hoping to take up arms and take back Cark in the name of Lancashire and do away with Cumbria, I'm sorry to tell you, but it hasn't always been Lancashire. This is going to come as some bad news for yous lot. But in the Doomsday Book of 1086, this was Yorkshire. Anything above the River Ribble was considered to be Yorkshire, according to the Frenchy Normans and William the Conqueror. And do you know that bit below the River Ribble, going down to the River Mersey? That wasn't Lancashire either. That was something called Inter Ripon et Mersum, which I think means the bit in between the Ribble and the Mersey. It was considered to be just an extension of Cheshire, which is where I'm from. I'm a Cheshire lad, you see. I don't have a dog in this fight, but I know that you Lancastrians and you Yorkshire people get very, competitive about things. Lancashire didn't come to be until the 12th century, 1182 to be exact. Lancashire was split up into what you call hundreds, and where we are now would have been Lonsdale, as in the dale or valley around the River Lon, which is what we used to call the River Lune. It's where Lancaster gets its name. That would have been Loncastra, meaning the castle next to the River Lon. And by extension, you get Lancashire, which should be Lancashire. So basically what I'm saying to you is, we don't know where we are, do we? Let's go and see what they're up to.
Molly, I I got you a pretend ice cream.
So give her the toys while she's eating.
Okay.
Get them covered in food and then we'll have to clean them. Maybe pop it on the table. Pop it on the table.
No.
Down. Pop it on the table.
100 seconds. Let's go in the next dimension.
Come on. It's alright, I'm still here. Where are we going, Molly? Are we going to the zoo? Oh dear. Everyone else is coming. Oh, somebody is tired. Are you going to be like this at the zoo? You're not going to be like this when we get to the zoo, are you? Oh dear. Poor pudding. Have you got your car keys with you?
No.
Just wanted to swap the prams over because
things to show me, but life just keeps turning back to the way things were before. Oh, knew this time you would still see all that became attached from the way things were before. It just proves to me how it's meant to feel. We have motive, we have the time. We were meant to lead extraordinary lives. It changed with time. You still know me. We just keep facing back to the way things were before. It should plainly show what we're meant to know. We have a motive, we have the time. We were meant to lead extraordinary lives.
You're looking at the grass. Oh, Tossy.
it's Bimble.
Which coloured duck? Are you the white one or the black
She's
one?
the white one.
Oh,
With a
right.
little tuft at the back.
Because when she got up this morning, I was like,
I'm a duck.
oh look, a peacock.
Another peacock.
Why do you keep getting hot and cold?
Oh, isn't it cute?
Oh, flip flop, flip flop.
I think I know where the red panda exhibit is.
Yes, we know, darling.
an apple, and the minute he came back, when the minute he came back, he exploded. And then there was this one where he was actually crazy, and he said, and the bunny and the red panda said to the bunny, "Can I have your phone?" And it rings 199. It rings 199. The crazy panda exploded. Oh!
£3.99. Well, to be fair, you've got a water bottle forever there.
Thank you. Check a bit wet. Just a bit. Good job with sharing, isn't it, mate? Whoa!
Ooh, way up, Al.
No! Got ribena on your shoes.
You have wasps after you all day. Oh, that you?
Barney.
Got off. He's like, no, this is mine.
Aggro.
Peacock aggro. Look at him go. Yeah, he's like, no, see, I've got a bigger tail than you. You can pot up.
None of the birds like you. They're all like me.
That's my table. They might drop something.
And the other one. They're not. They're like nice.
I forget things in my sleep.
Yeah, I can't figure out stuff on that bar.
I
I thought it was a no, I can't do it, you definitely can.
Just down from the posh Airbnb that I'm staying in is a church. You know I can't resist a church, Bimblers. Luckily, all the churches around here are built by the same three fellas, and they're the same three fellas that I've been going on about for about 3 years. That would be Edward Graham Paley, Hubert Austin, and Edward Graham Paley's son, Henry Paley. In 1897, Hubert Austin and Henry Paley built this St John the Baptist Church here in Flookburgh, but it was all paid for by a Victor Cavendish, the 9th Duke of Devonshire. He went into politics like his father, Lord Edward Cavendish, and he became the MP for West Derbyshire. On top of that, he became the Mayor of Chesterfield and the Mayor of Eastbourne, and at some point in between those two things, he was the Governor General of Canada. It was his wife Evelyn that laid the foundation stone for St John's Church here in Flookburgh. That was in 1897. It was only supposed to cost £8,000, but it ended up costing £12,000. Bearing in mind, if we adjust for inflation, that's £1.3 million in today's money. So clearly Lord Cavendish had the spondulics, you know what I mean? It certainly is a stunning church with a separate cemetery over the road, and it's complete with not one, not two, but 8 John Taylor and Company church bells. They're like the Rolls Royce of church bells. And of course, the whole thing is Grade 2 listed. But what about the small stuff? The strange stuff? The objet d'art? Well, Cark, Flookburgh and Lower Holker has loads. Let's do Curiously Listed. Holiday style. Let's bimble.
Decision, no different from the time before. Brimming with the sun's condition.
We don't have to go very far for the first one. It's just in the churchyard of St John's. It's a cross. It's a war memorial from 1922 to commemorate the First World War. But is there anything else that's shaped like a cross here in Flookburgh? Let's bimble.
The wind's incision, cutting through, I'm overjoyed. Flowing with the storm's collision, the perfect choice. Moods can be lifted.
Just off Station Road here in Flookburgh, on Market Street, you have the old Market Cross. It was erected in 1882, but it's believed that the base of it goes back much, much further. It was mentioned in market charters of 1278, 1412 and 1659, which means the base of this cross could go back to one of those dates. Anyway, speaking of Station Road, is there anything at the train station that's curiously listed? Let's bimble.
To the weather, you know that I surely would say she loves the. You can love the warm and that's okay. You can love the sun in every way. You can love the breeze and blow away. But she loves the rain. She loves the rain. It's made in perfect measures, dripping from a seal black sky. Soaking up this perfect treasure, I know it's right.
Here at Cark train station, we have this beautiful cast iron footbridge which goes over the rails. It was built in 1857. It would have been the Ulverston and Lancaster Railway, but eventually it became the Furness Railway, going all the way to Barrow-in-Furness. Back in those days, the station would have been called Cark and Cartmel, and then it was rebranded to Cark and Cartmel. Now it's just Cark. There's a few more curiously listed bridges to go and see, but that's going to have to wait until tomorrow, because we're going on a steam train today, so I can't miss that. Trying to take your socks off again successfully. I'll have that then. Well, Bimblers, I've come to Lakeland Motor Museum. My family has to satiate my need to go to weird museums. It was originally started in 1978 at Holker Hall, which is about half a mile down from our posh Airbnb. But apparently in 2010 they moved it here to Back Barrow and they put it in an old blue dye works. The blue dye wasn't used to dye things, you know, dark blue, navy blue. It was used to whiten fabric. If you think about it, if your white cotton stuff has gone a bit yellow, if you add some blue to it, it makes it look more white. It's the same way that you whiten your teeth. You use toothpaste that's got a bit of blue or a bit of purple in it, and it makes your yellow teeth seem a little bit whiter. Anyway, the stuff that they used to make was called Dolly Blue, and they made it here in Back Barrow. But speaking of blue, they have an exhibit here about Bluebird. They have a replica of Bluebird, which is the car that used to hold the land speed record in the 1930s. It was driven by Sir Malcolm Campbell. We'll be talking about him if we go to Coniston. In 1935, Bluebird went over 300 miles an hour. That was on Daytona Beach in America. The original Bluebird is in a museum in Alabama, but they have a replica here. I used to have a little replica of Bluebird that came with Kellogg's cornflakes, rapid across the old kitchen tiles.
we saw a sign that said to Warrington 9.5 miles.
Oh, we've seen more.
What are we doing? Pat a cake. Pat a cake. Pat a cake.
Cause that
Day.
cake can, fast as you can.
Bark it and stick it and with a P, yes, there we go. And put it in the oven for baby and
It's been a change of plan, Bimblers. We're not going on the steam train. Going on that tomorrow, because that way we get to go to the aquarium as well. So we're going to the Laurel and Hardy Museum. That should be fun.
I just talked at them more.
There you are.
Uncle David.
I have an idea. When I ask you to have a drink,
Can we come and watch
you
it again?
refuse. And we've only got 15 cents. Now when I ask you to have a drink, you refuse. Do you understand? Soda, soda, soda. And what will you have, Stan? Soda. Just a moment, please. Pardon me. Once more.
Electrify.
Guide itself to the history of the railway and its development. There's an instruction on it.
This is St Martin's Church here in Bowness. Hello.